Hello, so this is my first video and I thought I'd use it to share with you what I've learned about underwear. I know this sounds strange, but a while ago I was doing laundry, as you do, and I realized I have a lot of different kinds of underwear now in my underwear drawer, of different styles and different fabrics, and it just made me think about my underwear journey. So I thought I would just share that journey with you and what, like I said, just what I've discovered about myself. Um, Now, when I was younger, I remember going to my grandmother's house and just, you seeing her laundry out on the line, or if she, you know, God bless her, bought me underwear for like a birthday or Christmas, it would just be that huge granny panty style underwear. And I remember thinking, like, why would anybody wear underwear like that? I was a kid, like, 10, the kind of thought that you would have. Then when I was in my 20s and buying my own underwear, I don't know, I guess I never gave underwear much thought. It was just something you wore between yourself and your clothes, right? And in my 20s and 30s, I wanted underwear not just to be a barrier, but it was something that was cute. So I would look for cute patterns or fabric or lace or, animal print, tiny and cheap, right? I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on my underwear. Well, now fast forward a few decades, and in my current post-menopausal season of my life, I have different requirements from my chonies. And so I thought I'd share those with you, because who knows, maybe you have similar requirements. Maybe you've already found the perfect underwear for you. I feel like I found a few that really work for me, and I'm just sharing that for you. And a few things I want to say about that. One thing I've learned, again, even like perimenopause, that I'm just dressing for myself. I came across the phrase "dress not for the male gaze," and I take that wholeheartedly. So I'm just dressing for me. I'm not dressing for anybody else. And between me and you, my husband prefers me naked anyway, so he really doesn't care what I wear as long as I'm not wearing anything. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about is underwear and not shapewear. So I'm not talking about shapewear. This isn't going to minimize you in any way, which is great. I don't do that. Maybe you do, and that's fine. You do you. And I am a plus size woman, so these brands that I'm talking about, these are size inclusive, right? Because it have to be, because it fits me. I also want to just say that this is just my opinion on underwear that I have and brands and underwear that I've tried. And this is what works for me. I'm not telling anyone that this is what you have to wear. I'm just sharing my experience. All right. So I've got a few categories. These are things that are important to me. One is cost and durability. Durability seems to be a weird phrase, but now that I'm older and I'm spending more money on clothing, I do want my clothes to last a little bit longer, especially some of this underwear. I mean, again, when I was younger, I wanted it to be cheap and just be cute, but this underwear has to do a job. So that does mean it's a little bit more expensive. So I want it to last as long as it can. Some style, and usually for me, styles like color choice, maybe is it cute or not, and of course function. By functioning, I want underwear that wicks. Does it give me some thigh protection? Protection against chubba rub. Is it high-waisted? I love me a high-waisted underwear. Is it cooling? Oh, I love cooling underwear. That's like really big. So wicking, high waist, thigh protection. I don't always need thigh protection, but and cooling. That's what I want. And of course, is it comfortable? So I'm going to start. This is in no particular order, all right? I'll let you know, of course, if it's my favorite, and I'll let you know what I hate. Yeah, because I have underwear in here I don't like. We all have underwear we don't like, right? It's the emergency underwear. So here we go. First thing I want to talk about is this pair. Yes, you are going to see my hand. This is real underwear that I really wear. Here we go. This is, so this is just a big brief. This is bamboo underwear, and I'll provide links in the description or somewhere if you're interested. So this is bamboo, so it's a bamboo derived nylon and spandex. So for cost and durability, I give it 4 stars. So or actually now that I'm rereading my notes, like 5 stars. I've had this for, some of these for like 6 years. And look at it, it still looks pretty good. All right. It's like $30 something for a 5-pack. And again, for grown-up underwear, that's an amazing price. And it's wash and dry, so super easy to take care of. I just wash it in cold, I just put it in the dryer, and that's it. I gave this brand of underwear just 2 stars because they only do briefs and they don't have a lot of color options. Function, it's like 3 stars. They wick okay, but you still get like swampy, wet crotch when it's really hot. Okay, me. There's no thigh protection. It does have a nice high waist, which is comfy. It does give me a little bit of cooling, and it is true to size, so that is nice. And comfort is like 4 stars. The thigh openings can be a little bit tight, but the waistband is comfortable and it stays put, and it's nice and soft. So, bamboo panties. The second one I'm going to talk about is from a company known as Universal Standard. Here we go. It's their ultimate high-rise briefs. So this is a modal and cotton and elastane. For cost and durability, I'm giving it 3 stars, mainly because I've only had this underwear for like less than a year, so I'm not sure on durability. And cost, if it's not for sale, is $30 for 1 pair. Yeah, so I got these for sale for $12 each. So, you can get deals. And again, you can just wash and dry, put in the washer or the dryer, and it's great. For style, for this company, they have a lot of different, look at that. I think this is a fun pattern. They have, they have patterns and they have different colors. They do have different styles of underwear. Like if you aren't me, they make thongs and they make like hipsters and stuff. But I like me a brief. All right. For function, 3 stars. This doesn't really wick. Of course, there's no thigh protection. It is a nice high waist. There's no real cooling, but it is like 100% cotton crotch, which is nice, and it's true to size, so again, it is comfortable. And comfort is like 3.5 stars. So again, comfy waistband is nice and high. What is so nice is because this is a real good size inclusive company. Okay, bear with me. Is that sometimes when other companies make underwear, like they get the proportions wrong for us larger women. So like the thighs don't always fit right, but their thighs fit right, and the crotch doesn't always fit right. It's like the crotch is always might be too small, so the crotch is just right. So for comfort, this is pretty good, and it's soft. The only thing is it's hot, so I don't like to wear this a lot in the summer. All right, so not my favorite. So would I ever buy from this company again for underwear? No. Other things, yes, but not for underwear. All right, so next is this True Kind seamless stretch mid-waist brief. So it's just nylon and spandex, and then they have some cotton in the gusset. So I said for cost and durability, 3 stars. It's listed for $27 for 1. but it you can usually get it on sale. And actually, I got 2 pairs, and they came free with purchase. So if you buy like a couple bras, you can get free underwear. And again, just wash and dry. I've had this for like 2 years, but I'll have to admit I don't wear them very often. And I'll talk about that. Style is like basically like 1 star, because this is the only style like cut they have, and they just have a few choices. For function is a little bit of cooling. I like that it's invisible under clothing, so like under leggings, it's really nice. But what the sizing of the company is really weird. They only have 3 sizes. Like this is going to cover like size 16 to 24, so it does stretch a lot, but I don't know. But the comfort, I only gave it 2.5 stars, because this is what I was talking about, is that their crotch is weird. It is too small. And again, if you are, you know, a woman of a certain size, then you might understand what I mean about that. So that crotch is it's just too small. So honestly, after film, I just wanted to talk about these. And I'm just gonna throw these away, because it's not even good for backup underwear. So there we go. I don't like it. Also, there's a lot of creeping with that underwear as well. All right. Next, and I've got a lot of underwear, so bear with me. Now, this is a Ex Officio brand, so I don't know if you are familiar with outdoor clothing and stuff. So they do a lot of outdoor clothing, but they also have underwear. So I learned about them, what year is this? So in 2008, when my husband and I did our around the world trip, and we needed like travel underwear that you can wash in the sink and it'll be dry right the next day. And so that's how we learned about this brand. And so some of this underwear I've had for over 4 years. It's about $24 for a pair. So again, costs money. I usually wait for a sale. We can get it between $18 to $20. I give it 4 stars because it's very durable. And even after 4 years, some of it still looks pretty good. And again, you can just wash it and put it in the dryer if you want. And yeah, you could travel with it, wash it in the sink, squeeze it out, and it's dry the next day. So you don't have to pack that much if that's a thing for you. Style, they have the company has a lot of different. They have bikinis, mid-rise, thongs. Actually, when I was like in my 30s, I had Ex Officio thong underwear. And for like some hiking, it was actually pretty comfortable, but there's no way I'm going to do that now. Anyway, they don't have patterns, but they do have lots of nice colors. So I give them 4 stars for style. Function, 4 stars. This has amazing wicking. It just wicks your sweat away. Of course, no thigh protection in a brief. Really good cooling. This is their brief, so it's nice and high. It doesn't dig. It doesn't roll down. It feels and looks good under clothing. The good crotch size. The crotch, there's no cotton, but it does dry pretty well. It doesn't stay like gross and wet. And for comfort, it's 5 stars. The thigh opening's just right. There's not a lot of creep, and the waistband doesn't dig. The material's comfortable. This is excellent for sleeping. And by the way, I know some of us have talked about like hot flashes and night sweats, and being so hot. So this underwear, I sleep in a lot at night because it just keeps me cool and comfy. And this brand has a lot of good sizing options, especially now. Like again, I was a size 10 in 2008, and now I'm a size 20. And ever since then, I've always been like, they're extra large, even when I was a size 10. Now they have, they go up to like I want to say a 3X, maybe a 4. I think they go up to 4X now. And now I'm like a 2 to 3X. So I'm so glad that they've expanded their size range. And yeah, now that I'm a 2X, 3X, that fits 3X. That fits really well. and it's comfortable. And my husband, ever since then, this is the only underwear he wears, is their briefs. Man, if anybody from Ex Officio is watching, I know I'm not an influencer, but if I was, I would love to have free underwear. I would totally talk about your underwear some more. Ex Officio 3X high, high briefs. I love them. Most of my underwear is this. Okay. So in case you haven't noticed, these were briefs. And briefs are great, right? Especially if you're wearing like leggings or pants. But in the summertime, like now, hot, I like to wear a lot of dresses, nice and cool. So now I'm going to talk about my like women boxers or shortlets or whatever you want to call it. And the first company I'm going to talk about is called Under Summers. And these are like the first company I discovered that actually did, like these things. I mean, look at how cute pattern, a little lace, a little feminine touches there. It's so nice. So it's made of performance polyester spandex, and it has a little cotton crotch. Cost and durability, I'm giving it 3 stars, only because you have to, if you take care of it, it's very durable. I've had some pairs that lasted 3 years, if you take good care of it. And by good care of it is you can wash it in the washing machine, but they suggest you hang it dry, and that's what I do. Sometimes if we are traveling and I bring some of these, cause like traveling in the summer, and then like with my family, and then we just like do a big wash, and then it will just go in the dryer, and they really don't like to be put in the dryer, so that will affect the longevity. But they really will last if we take good care of them. They run about $40+, but they almost always have sales, almost always have like something on clearance, and so yeah, I would, if you are interested, I would check them out. For style, I actually would give them like 4 stars. I mean, they only do these shorts and shortlets, but they do them in different lengths, from like 5 inches down to I think 9 or 50. They used to do like a 15-inch shortlet. Some of them have like lace, some of them don't. Some of them have pockets, some of them don't. Yeah, just amazing. And they have all sorts of colors and patterns, and seasonal patterns. So you can get, they're always putting out new patterns. So it's just like fun. And they have their performance polyester. They have different, other types of materials. They even have an all cotton, if that's what you want. I actually got some of their all cotton, and I'm at the season of life where cotton just doesn't do it for me anymore. I need performance in my life, all right? So for functioning, so I know if I said it, style is 4.5 stars, function is 5. These are their cooling shortlets. So again, like I said, they have different kinds. So this is their cooling. They're really great at wicking. Like I said, their cotton doesn't wick quite so well. But if you don't need the wicking, then, go for it. Of course, excellent thigh protection. They don't really roll up. Really nice high waist. It's very comfortable. It doesn't dig in if you size properly. They look great under dresses. Even some of them I'll wear under pants. Like I have like my baggy linen pants, and the cooling shorts under the linen pants look very nice. So again, I don't have to worry about chub rub. The crotch design is really nice. It's like a diamond kind of crotch. I don't know if you can see that. So it's kind of comfortable, a little more flexibility. And again, this pair doesn't, but some of their designs have pockets. So that's wonderful. If you don't mind like showing off your underwear to get something from your pocket, and I don't mind. All right. And for comfort, 4.5 stars. And excellent thigh openings, like no creep, really comfy. I only took off a 0.5 star because, in spite of everything, it could still be a little bit too warm for me to sleep in. So that's it. The next one this is a new one to me. I'd seen their ads like on Instagram, and so I finally, earlier this year, I just caved in and I bought a pair, Thigh Society. So this is nylon elastane and cotton. It's got a cotton crotch. You see their crotch is a little bit different, so which is kind of nice. For cost and durability, I'm giving it 3 stars. Now the thing is, I've only had these for about 3 months to 4 months, so I really can't say how durable they are. But so far they seem pretty durable. They're about, again, about $40 to $40, $40 or so dollars for a pair. Again, expensive, but if you take care of them, I feel like it's going to last you a long time. And they do make some with a pocket, which I also bought, but I just didn't bring them here with me. I'm giving them 4 stars for style because they have 5 different types of shorts from 5 inches to 21 inches. I mean, why not, right? As far as I know, they don't have patterns yet, but they have a good range of colors. And like I said, they have a pocket available. So the rest of the rating is going to be on this short. This is their cooling short. This is their thinnest, sheerest one. So the pocket one, just real quick, it does have a pocket. It's nice, and even on the Undersummers, their pockets are totally big enough for like a phone, keys. Undersummers has 2 pockets. You put like phone keys, credit card, lip balm, also like in this pocket. Thigh Society, the one I bought, only has 1 pocket, so like you put my phone and and a house key in it, and you're good to go. Only difference is it's a little bit thicker, so it doesn't keep me as cool. So right now I'm not wearing it that often. It's hot, so I need to be cool. All right, so these get 5 stars for function. They really do help keep me cool, like noticeably cooler when like the parts covered by this underwear. There's no creep, excellent thigh protection, very good wicking, really nice under dress and pants, especially as you can see how they have it designed. There's like no seams. So some of my other shorts that I love, there's a seam. So if you wear like something that's a little bit closer fitting, you can see the seam, but nope, no seam. So it's great, nice and smooth. And again, excellent gusset design, so it's very flexible. And so it's really comfortable. No creep, no butt seam to worry about, and a nice high waistband, and it's nice and soft. And this is actually cool enough to sleep in. So if you want to sleep in something, and for some reason, I don't know, you don't want to sleep in undies, you could sleep in these shorts, and yeah, these are nice and cooling and comfortable. So because these were so expensive, and I wanted more because they work so well, but I'm also, not only am I on an underwear journey, I'm on a weight loss journey. It's like, if I don't want to spend another $44 on underwear that maybe in 6 months or a year, it's going to be too big for me. So I thought, well, I'll try to find some that maybe are almost as good, but a lot less cheaper. And I think I found them. And that's this Bamboo Cool boxer briefs. All right. And they kind of look like men's boxers, but they are made for women. And for cost and durability, I would give them 4 stars. I got these for a 4-pack. It was $40. So I think this is probably right up there with the other Bamboo underwear. Yeah, this is like the biggest deal you're gonna find in this. And I've had them for like a couple months now, and they are really good, and also so easy. So these you can wash, but you have to hang dry. Okay, the Undersummers you can wash, but you have to hang dry, right? Okay, these Bamboo ones you can just wash and put in the dryer, right, on low or medium, and they're still pretty good and pretty durable. Okay. For style, now the company has a lot of underwear choices. They have briefs, they have thongs, they have boy shorts, and they have these boxer briefs. And this particular 4-pack comes in 8 different color combinations. So I think for style, I gave them 4 stars. For function, 4.5 stars. They really do feel cooler when I wear them. Great thigh protection, good wicking. Like, yeah, really good wicking. They look good under dresses. They have a really good gusset design as well, so it is comfy, and the size range is pretty good. Okay, another thing that they have that makes them better than the other bamboo, because I said the other bamboo is good at wicking, but like the crotch just gets like sweaty and swampy. Like it doesn't really, like it absorbs the moisture, but then it just kind of sits there. But this has a panel. It's not cotton. It is like a polyester, like a performance polyester panel, and it's in the front, right? And it goes all the way down. And this makes the big. This is a big difference, and this is what keeps you a lot cooler and a lot drier than the other bamboo underwear. And this also gets 4.5 stars for comfort. The thigh openings are great. The front seams are a little awkwardly placed. There's a tiny bit of creep, but the material is soft and comfortable. And for the most part, on most summer days, as long as it's not like super, super hot, it's cool enough to sleep in. All right, last but not least. So this is probably the top 3 of like all the underwear that I have. This would be Duluth's Dry on the Fly anti-chafe shorts, okay? So it's polyester and spandex. For durability and cost, I'm gonna give it like 5 stars. I've had this for like almost 2.5 years, and it looks almost the same. I mean, I know that's the polyester speaking, but you know, it is what it is. It's just about $30 for a pair. I know, but we're worth it, okay? We're worth $30 underwear. I got this on sale though for $20. I know that's a lot of money, but again, I'm worth it. And it's been like almost 3 years, so it's an investment, right? It's an investment in your nether regions and yourself, right? Because like I said, it's so hot. I think I'm wearing some right now. I am, actually. Great. Yeah, I love these. I've got 4 pairs of these. It's very sturdy. So the company itself makes like all sorts of, you know, boy shorts and thongs and briefs and stuff. The anti-chafe shorts, like this is it, and they only have a couple of colors like available at a time. And I think this style they stopped running, so they have a that style, and I think that they have. Function is like, yeah, I have 4.5 stars because it does feel cool. There's no creep. It's great thigh protection. Looks great under dresses. It does have a seam, so you just have to be, I don't know, I'm just mindful, but I like wearing loose clothing now, so again, I'm dressing for myself. It's a great gusset design, so the crotch is amazingly comfortable, and there's no pocket option, and very comfortable. I give it like 4.5 stars. It's kind of okay for sleeping. Not my first choice, but the thigh openings are good. A nice high waistband, no binding, and no creep. So that's it. That's all the different styles of underwear that I've got going on. So yeah, depending on the weather and what I'm doing, like right now in the summer, I really reach for the Duluth. I reach for this one pair of the Thigh Society a lot. This bamboo underwear a lot, and my one cooling. So these are the ones I wear a lot in the summertime. In the wintertime, and in the summer I sleep in my ex officios. So there you have it. I would like to think that nowadays, with all this underwear technology, that, you know, I bet my grandmothers would have loved this ex officio underwear. And I think they would have thought that these undersummers were pretty cool too. I like to think that. And maybe my nieces and nephews, if they see this and they're looking at my giant underwear, asking themselves the same questions. Why? Well, now you know. Give you a whole dissertation on why I'm wearing this underwear. Because it makes me feel good and comfortable. And that is important to me right now. All right, y'all. Take care of yourselves. If you have favorite underwear that you want to share with me in the comments, that would be great. Or send me a text, because you know where I am. Or maybe if you have other questions, maybe there's something else you want to know. I'm thinking about maybe doing another video about, clothing and etc. research now that I'm older that I might want to share. So anyway, take care.